CNBC बाजार प्रस्तुत करता है क्रिप्टो कॉर्नर पावर्ड बाय बाइनेंस।
क्रिप्टो कॉर्नर में हमारे साथ आज बातचीत करने के लिए जुड़ रहे हैं 250 डिजिटल एसेट मैनेजमेंट के सीईओ क्रिस्टोफर पर्किंस। क्रिस्टोफर नमस्कार, शुक्रिया साथ जुड़ने के लिए। क्रिप्टो स्पेस को लेकर आपकी क्या राय है, क्योंकि अप्रैल में अगर जिस तरह के नंबर्स हमने आते हुए देखे हैं उसे एनालाइज किया जाए तो खरीदारी दिखी ईटीएफ्स में, इंस्टीट्यूशंस में। कैसे आप समराइज करेंगे इस महीने को?
Absolutely. What crypto has shown in recent months is that this is a very resilient asset. The setup is very constructive, despite the fact that a lot of geopolitical pressures have pushed on risk assets. You've seen Bitcoin actually staying quite resilient. And if you look at the chart of Bitcoin versus gold, particularly in the last month, since Iran kicked off, it's really up and to the right. And so I'd say across the board, this is an asset class that continues to institutionalize. We're in an institutional era. Those institutions are slowly marching forward, whether it's gaining their exposure through the ETF or other products. It's a very, very interesting time. And what I'm looking for is what happens after situation in Iran stabilizes. I think this is an asset class that is poised to really break out.
क्रिस्टोफर, अगर हम क्रिप्टो का एज अ रिजर्व करेंसी यहाँ पर देखें तो आपको क्या लगता है किस तरह के इवॉल्वमेंट्स और किस तरह का पुश यहाँ पर बनता हुआ नजर आया है, क्योंकि यूएस के काफी ऑफिशियल्स अब इसकी बात करने लगे हैं?
The regulatory environment couldn't be more favorable today in the United States. So Chairman Atkins, Chairman Selig, both of whom we know very well, they're really leaning forward and they're positioning the US to be the crypto capital of the planet, irregardless of what happens with laws. The U.S. passed the Genius Act, and what you're going to see that is as time goes on, they're finalizing the regulatory parts of that law. You're going to see that lead to an absolute proliferation of stablecoins. And as we approach clarity, it's really up in the air right now whether that law gets passed. I would say it's a coin flip, as we say in the United States. Right now, there's some discussions around ethics. There's been discussions around interest on stablecoins. If we get it done, I think it's going to be very, very positive, perhaps unleashing animal spirits in the crypto space. If it doesn't get done, it's okay. Why? Because we will have years of precedent from the regulators who are now focused on things like very basic things that should have been table stakes, like taxonomy. What is crypto? Is it a commodity? Is it security? We have very well-trodden regulatory regimes for both of these asset classes. The issue was we didn't know which bucket to put it in. And so irregardless of clarity, we think that we're going to have regulatory clarity either way. And that really sets the conditions for greater institutional adoption, because institutions, they need to know what the regulations are. And it's very difficult for them to operate in the space without that clarity. The great news is that clarity is coming together quite nicely.
अगर 2024 और 25 की बात की जाए तो हमने एक्विजिशंस और मर्जर्स यहाँ पर काफ़ी अच्छे आते हुए देखे हैं। आपको लगता है 2026 में हम उसी तरह का सिनेरियो यहाँ पर बिल्डअप होता हुआ देखेंगे?
It's a great question. As I thought through my predictions coming into this year, I predicted that M&A was going to be at the forefront within the crypto space. And let me tell you why. We are in a crypto institutional era for sure. And many of these institutions in the last few years, they really weren't comfortable building in the space because the regulatory situation was uncertain. Now they have more risk for not being in crypto than being in it. And it's a race. It's an arms race. The stakes are so high. Think about it. Equity markets around the globe have about $127 trillion market cap. Those markets are tokenizing in real time. Why? Because tokenized markets are better markets. I'm a fiduciary. If I want to risk manage my book when the US invades Venezuela on a Friday night, I can only do it if those assets are tokenized and they unlock 24/7 markets. Moving to 24/7 markets are inevitable. To get there, you either have to build or buy. My sense is that across the board, many institutions are, because again, it's an arms race. They're going to have to buy. And so watch the M&A space. I think it's only getting started. And I think as we progress through the year, you're going to see a couple more blockbusters.
क्रिस्टोफर, क्रिप्टो मार्केट को अगर हम ओवरऑल तरीके से यहाँ पर देखें तो क्लियरली नए प्रोडक्ट्स, नए प्रोसीजर्स यहाँ पर आ रहे हैं। कितनी स्केलिंग कैपेबिलिटीज आप यहाँ पर बनता हुआ देख रहे हैं?
Right. So I'm the CEO of 250 Digital, and recently Franklin Templeton announced our acquisition. Uh, this is an incredibly exciting time for us, and I'll tell you why. Franklin Templeton is one of the greatest asset managers in the world. In 2018, Jenny Johnson, Sandy Collin team said, "Wait a second, this crypto thing is going to be a very, very big deal. We're going all in." And since that time, they've created an incredible foundation. And now what we are doing is we're going to come in to really solve the problems of all those clients. And around the world, clients now know this is an asset class. It's a real asset class. It's a special asset class. It's an asset class that I need compliant access to. I need to have exposure to it. And who better than someone like Franklin Templeton to help guide them on that journey? And so we're here to build scalable solutions for our global clients. And I'm telling you, I could not be more excited about the asset class, about Franklin Templeton, and the prospects to really scale the crypto asset management business.
एंड फाइनली क्रिस्टोफर, अगर आप क्रिप्टो को प्रोडक्ट्स और जिस तरह से इंस्टीट्यूशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट हमने यहाँ पर आते हुए देखी है, किस तरह से आप बाकी का 2026 देखते हैं इन सेंस ऑफ खरीदारी, रिटेल या इंस्टीट्यूशनल, और क्या बड़ी चीज़ें आप यहाँ पर वॉच करना चाहेंगे?
Well, for sure. I think one of the things people like to just put crypto into one bucket. And that's really the wrong way to think about it. Crypto tokens are a wrapper, and you can pretty much wrap anything. You can wrap an equity, you can wrap a bond. And by tokenizing an asset, it unlocks 24/7 markets. As we get into crypto native assets, each and every one of those assets has different fundamentals. And what we try to do is we try to evaluate those fundamentals, try to assess what the valuation and the value of those fundamentals are in the long term, and that's how we inform our strategies. And so, our job is to help navigate our clients to very customizable solutions based on underlying fundamentals, and that's what we're here to do.
क्रिस्टोफर, बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ आज यहाँ पर जुड़ने के लिए क्रिप्टो कॉर्नर पर, और वो सारे के सारे ग्लोबल मार्केट्स में किस तरह की हैपनिंग्स हैं, प्रोसेसेस हैं, एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं, वो यहाँ पर डिस्कस करने के लिए।
CNBC बाजार प्रस्तुत करता है क्रिप्टो कॉर्नर, पावर्ड बाय बाइनेंस।